Look, in patches we did some really good things. I felt like kept fighting right to the end. I mean, right up into that last scrum, man, we were ready to roll. We knew that was a close game, we could still win it. So the resolve is definitely still there. You know, we just need to go back and work on some execution on a few things and just keep that desire, man. We just got to keep fighting. So often we've kept fighting and gotten the result in situations like that. Unfortunately, didn't get it today. But you know, we just got to keep chomping at the bit. And there's a big game coming up next week. Yeah, we're all very aware of that. It happens to be in a different location, but we're going out there to get the results. So we'll be very focused on getting that.
So Jackson, obviously not the result we wanted today, but what positives can we take out of that performance against Northampton?
I think we fronted up really well. I think you know, defensively we're actually pretty good. A couple obviously little errors let them in. So, but in general, I thought our intensity and our physicality was where we wanted it to be. Obviously, not the result we wanted, but you know, there's a lot of positives in there against a good Northampton side who were really strong. You know, whenever we play them. So there was opportunities there for us. We weren't quite as accurate as we needed to be, and you know, obviously, you know, there was a difference today.
In terms of the big stuff that you kind of require week in, week out, energy and intent and physicality. I thought we had that. I thought all our big stuff was pretty good today. We defended much better. At times, some of our ball carrying, cleaning were good, but we got a lot of small things wrong today. Our detail at our exit breakdowns, we got charged down a couple of times. Our detail at their exit breakdowns, they picked and went through our ruck a few times there. I think we knocked on 3 balls from as we tried to set up our maul in their 22, and you can't make mistakes like that really and expect to win games. But I thought we fought really hard and fronted up for 80 minutes. And this is a tremendously challenging period for us. This is obviously the 6th game with this group of players, and it's been tough. And I'm actually, despite the fact that we're disappointed losing today, to accumulated 16 points, I think in the heels of the hunt we'll be okay. And if we can get a win next weekend, it'll set us up really nicely, because we've got the cavalry arriving back for the last 5 Premiership games, and we're all in a race to get as many points as it takes to get into the top 4. And thankfully we've got a fair few points and enough games left to hopefully secure that spot.
You seem to struggle today to break down with the referee's interpretations, Mark. Especially contesting, you didn't seem to allow any sort of time for the contest.
Yeah, we definitely got on the wrong side of the referee today. Got penalised a lot for not releasing the tackle, and that combined with what I said earlier about some of the small detail things that we got wrong allowed them to put pressure on us and us not to put pressure on them. But I thought we fought really hard, and we were there right at the end.
Chairman Nigel Way's made some quite strong comments in the programme just about just about the fine for not fielding enough English qualified players. I mean, what are you meant to do about that? Is there anything?
I think there is a change brewing for next year, that if an English player can't play in a Premiership match, then you get a credit for that player not playing. And clearly, we've got quite a few who couldn't play today because they're with England. And it seems sensible to do that. So yeah.
Is that certain? You know.
Yeah, I think it's certain. Yeah.
Okay.
George and Barrington pretty impressive today. Jamie George and Richard Barrington pretty good today.
Yeah, you know, we're all obviously against almost the team that they'll bring here in 4 weeks' time for the quarter final. We faced today. They've obviously got Dylan to bring back in, George North to bring back in. We've got a fair few to bring back ourselves, and ironically, all the people who are injured, as well as the international players that we've got, Richard Wigglesworth, Charlie, the suspensions, Ashley, Brits, Will Fraser, Alistair Hargreaves, they'll all be back at the same time as the internationals. So we're going to have a whole flock of players, and we've asked a lot of this group of players at the moment. Jim Hamilton and Hayden Smith, for example, are being required to play every minute of every game, and it's tough to do that in this kind of Premiership when we're not able to rotate the way we would normally do. So I'm actually, after the horror show we had against Wasps, if you look at the games we've played in these 6 games, we had 2 great away performances really to get the win down in Exeter and 3 games at Sale. Great wins against Gloucester, the 14 men, and against Bath, and horror show against Boston. I thought today was okay actually, and we rolled our sleeves up pretty well, and came away with the point, and we move on.
Does this have any bearing whatsoever on the European Cup then?
Well, I don't think so, because I think our team isn't going to look like it looked today. Come that game, fingers crossed that the next 2 weeks go well injury-wise, both with ourselves and with England. Yeah.
Mark, were you happy with the kick of the ball off at the end rather than chasing the win?
Yeah, actually I was. But I think there's always going to be a divide of opinion on that. You're underneath your own goalpost, and having scrapped and fought for 80 minutes to then throw it all away probably isn't the sensible thing to do. But there'll be some people who think that you're going to score from 100 metres and something might have occurred there. I think that's probably the right thing to do.
Was that as per instructions, or was that Neil's more off his own bat?
No. Obviously, there's the old message goes down, and we debate it. We had a bit of time before the move, and we talked to the senior players. Yeah.